Well, and part of it too is that the way I have it set up, everybody's going to start separated, and hopefully we'll make it together. No, they will make it together. There's going to be plot armor to ensure they make it together. But,
sorry, all of the other bulkhead doors are closed.
Yeah.
Hey, that's magnetically sealed.
Yep.
Are you telling me that I can't foil your plans by killing off my character within the first 20 minutes?
Oh, you can definitely kill off your character. That's just one
okay,
less person. If you want to, jump out of a escape lock, you're more than welcome to.
I was playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition one shot, and not too long ago, and I had a situation where it reminded me of the DM I had told Zach about that Justin and I had, where I open a door as my first action and I get hit by a warhammer that was used as a trap on the back of the door, succeed a death saving throw, walk into the door and step on a pressure plate and get shot by toxic darts, succeed another death saving throw, and then finally I'm allowed to be alive with my first two actions in the game. Well, this Pathfinder one shot gave me a flashback to that, because we're like exploring or about to walk into this alchemy shop, and there's a guy in front of me who walks through the door and sets off a trap. And I'm like, all right, he set off the trap, it's safe to walk inside. And I walk in, and then I move off to like the left of the door, and my teammate comes in and moves off to the right, and the DM's like, yeah, you both set off separate traps that were on either side of the door after you come in. And I took it took like a quarter of my health away, and I'm like, what?
Jeez.
What? It didn't seem reasonable, but I didn't complain too much. It just felt like that one session again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I hate trapdoors so much.
I had nothing like that planned, I'll say that much.
I don't know, it just seemed unreasonable to me that like I intentionally went to a different spot once I went inside the place in order to stay away from a trap, and there's a trap there, and there's like a trap for every square inside the building. Like, really? That's not really believable.
The old no-win situation.
Necessary.
Hey,
Cheetahs!
Heyo!
Yeah, my philosophy on DMing and like challenging the players and having them suffer like either like damage or losses or what have you, it's always like, does this drive like the story? Does this make things interesting? Like a dungeon where the entry room is just a giant open area and every single like square is a trap, that doesn't drive a story. That's just miserable. That's just someone who doesn't like their friends and like wants them to cry. That's no fun for anyone.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
At least make it obvious that there's something there, instead of just making it seem completely normal. And then,
pressure plate.
You stepped on a pressure plate. Like, what? I would know there's something wrong, right? Like, I would probably feel that the floor feels a little weird or something. I don't know. Anyway,
or at least put that booby trap in, like, a setting that makes it realistic. Like, exploring, like, a tomb that is, like, known to contain riches, yeah, expect some booby traps. That's reasonable. An alchemist shop in the middle of town? Why? Does he not want to do business? Is he trying to kill his customers? Like, what's going on here?
Especially with the
like, did you break in the non-customer entrance? Like, okay, then sure. Yeah, that makes sense. But, like, walking through the front door, boom, trap. Like, why? Why is that a thing? Like,
that's what I thought, too.
Does he only conduct business, like, in a parking lot? Like a drug dealer? Like, what's going on here? That's funny.
Glad I'm not.
All right. Well, no. Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he had good reasons. Maybe in his head and in the story, there was like, had you guys continued to play and it wasn't a one shot, there you guys might have uncovered some reason to why this guy. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's like on the run from people that are going to kill him, so he traps his store. I don't know, but yeah, that's weird. If we want to roll for destiny points, I will give you guys a quick recap.
Yes.
So, for those of you that don't remember, you guys came to a rather strange and primitive planet that is weirdly, incredibly powerful in the Force, or maybe not powerful, but the Force is present here like nowhere else. You can almost see it flowing through the air, both light and dark. This is Nexus of Power. This is where's the one I want? Sorry.
No problem.
Where's the page 30? Okay. I don't know why I don't just use table of contents. Seems too easy. Okay. Yes, you are on Welk, a planet that is largely uninhabited. Information that you had, there was possibly a crashed colony ship. It's unclear how the people that are there got there, but there's several different races that you're familiar with. About half humans, some Twi'lek, some Doros, a few Zabrak, and a few Lanakins. They kind of look like Twi'leks, but not. You've hidden your spaceship in what appeared to be an abandoned logging area, traveled by homemade boat down the river, had some brief interactions with the people of Borton. They were very, very confused and fairly suspicious of Stevie, the only person to actually make contact. You guys managed to go further down to Bridgetown, where through some very good rolls, you became familiar to the people in town. You also found out that pretty much all of you have never, your people have never been seen on this planet. And you were initially mistaken for demons of some kind, which, that's probably going to happen more often, based off of your interactions. That's probably not going to be the last time on this planet you're mistaken for demons. After getting some supplies and kind of getting the lay of the land in Bridgetown, you guys found out that there is a mine up north, in the general direction of Voss, I believe. No, hang on. No, not Voss. Sorry. Fume, in the general direction of Fume, which is a city built into a volcano. From what you have gathered from the information that you were able to get, it sounds like a city built into an active volcano. Upon reaching these mines, you made contact with the foreman, who has been kind of trying to keep a lid on things. You guys did meet in the dead of night, covered, and struck a deal to explore the mines and figure out what's going on. because there have been several deaths and disappearances deeper into the mine.
Can you remind me if we're in the mine still?
You are in the mines. Last session, those of you that were not here, you guys did enter the mines. The top layer, the entrance layer, was mostly empty. There was like a fortification set up around the mines. It looked like it was initially built to protect, like to guard the mines, like walls and stuff to keep people out of the mines, but all of those defenses had been turned inwards, the large ballistas and everything, as if they were trying to make sure nothing came out of the mine. No one has actually seen anything. There have just been mysterious disappearances. If you guys go to the map of the day Google sheet,
there we go. Upper mines, right?
yes, if you go to Upper Mines, there are two pictures that I dropped in. The first one is the top floor of the mines. I think you guys did run into some sort of cave Minoc up there, didn't you? Did you fight at least one of them?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're in
second,
Upper Mines. Is that right? Upper Mines?
You're in Upper Mines.
Okay,
Yep.
cool, thanks.
Yes.
And then the second image in Upper mines.
Yeah. So if you look at the first image in Upper Mines, in the top right there is what appears to be some sort of elevator, some sort of mechanical contraption. Between the Upper Mines, or between that that picture and the picture below, which is the lower mines where everyone currently is now, there was a large unlit space between those two that the elevator crossed through. It appeared to be where they were like a naturally open cavern where they had either previously already mined out or were just dumping all of the excess, like the excess rock and the waste rock and everything. It was incredibly dark. Nobody actually used any real light, just lightsabers, and all you could see was large piles of stone, and a bunch of cave Minocs attacked.
And somehow I managed to do a good job slicing and dicing, and we got out of it. Jeb helped a lot too.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
Oh, Jeb helped too.
Yeah. Liz, you're muted.
He has a rather good lightsaber skill. I'm trying to find this. 1 second.
Sorry. After taking care of business there, you guys made it down to the second picture there, where you found some blue, like a blue glowing crystal, and further inspection has shown little like outcroppings of these blue glowing crystals in the area. This largely looks like, if not completely natural cavern, a lot of this was a natural cavern, especially the areas with the blue crystals. You also found a small pool of what appears to be very pure mineral water. And I believe you guys tested it, or at least just drank some, and determined that it's safe to drink, or you believe it to be safe to drink, because no one's died yet. Aside from that, you guys have fully explored this level and discovered the giant open holes in the cavern that go somewhere else. And you've seen no evidence of bodies or creatures outside of the cave Minocs on that lower level. or on that mid level.
Cool.
Let's see. I remember I took one of those blue crystals and put it in my pack, right?
Yeah, you did. You found one that had already been broken off. You put it in your pack, yes.
I want to explore deeper into this, like, chamber off to the northwest.
Yeah,
Like
I think
around-
that's what we were saying we were gonna
Yeah.
do.
Okay, yeah.
All right, just to confirm, we have 3 dark side and 2 light side
Yeah.
for destiny points.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
Oh, are we keeping
Cool.
destiny points from last time?
No, we all just rolled.
Oh shoot, I didn't roll. Okay, let me do that.
Okay, yeah. Come on, dark side. Yeah, buddy.
Oh, dear.
4 dark side, 2 light side.
You're welcome.
It's still rolling for me.
What can I say except you're welcome?
There it goes.
Where do we stand now?
I would say you guys can be anywhere you want in there. You have fairly well explored the area. I think somebody decided to try and jump one of the cracks in the cavern on the ground there at some point, and nothing reached out and grabbed you. So
Have we tried
that's a good
dropping?
thing.
Were those crystals glowing?
Yes, the crystals are glowing.
Have we tried dropping a crystal down into one of those holes?
Oh, that's a really good
Let's
idea.
do it.
That's
It
smart.
has not been tried yet.
Also, you guys tried drinking the water. Did you try licking the crystals?
Actually, you
Tastes
should
like
always lick
salt.
minerals.
Might be
They
tasty.
definitely do not taste like salt.
I think I'm gonna not.
What do
that.
they taste like? Oh, I'm gonna lick one. For sure.
Monkey see,
That
monkey
geologists say that's what you should always lick rocks.
Yeah, that.
Um,
I don't
so
believe
is that
that's
like a
true.
protection?
I don't
No,
think
no,
that's
no.
true. I don't think geologists
I think
say
it
you
is.
should lick rock.
You should absolutely lick rocks, yes. So would that be like perception? What role would that be?
Man, I don't even know.
I.
You know what? Constitution.
There is no
There's no constitution.
Mr. D&D. There's no constitution. I guess there. I'm trying to look. Is it really cool?
No, hang on. One second. Sorry, I forgot to have my.
Discipline.
I want to use diplomacy instead because it's a better dice pool.
Someone, one of you
That's gotta
Excel
be-
people should like make a chart of like what is comparable, right? Like conversion
Resilience.
rates.
Yeah, I think it's resilience.
The resilience, I guess, yeah, would be.
Yes, sorry, resilience. That's what I was looking for. Yes, resilience. Roll
And
resilience.
what's the difficulty? Average difficulty, whatever.
Or maybe
Whenever you
education.
Whenever you roll, there's a chance it can go terribly wrong.
This will determine whether they're poisonous or not.
Right, exactly. No, you can if you're gonna lick it, you can roll resilience.
No, that's what I'm gonna roll. What do you want the difficulty to be? Average?
Oh,
Joking?
average. Yes, sorry. I thought you asked if you could roll in education.
Hold on. It always lays it out for me. The 3. Okay. Oh, all dice have canceled out. So nothing happens.
You can't tell. You can't tell. And you gain no information.
Okay,
From
cool.
licking.
Well, didn't die. So that's cool.
Yeah, worse things could
Didn't
happen.
die yet.
Yet. I would like to break one off and, assuming it's still glowing, drop it into one of the cracks to see how far it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. I like this.
Okay. You say you want to break one of the crystals off? How do you plan on?
Give it a little light.
Well,
to the top.
I was whichever way is easiest. If there's a little like sticking out that I can try and just snap off, or if it's too difficult, I will use my lightsaber.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you can't break a piece off with your hand. They're not that fragile. And you say you want to use your lightsaber?
That would be my cutting utensil.
Okay. Then,
It might be a bad idea, I'm feeling now.
no, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, there's not really a check because it's a crystal stuck in the rock. You can just take your lightsaber to it. So I'm not going to make you roll anything.
Yeah.
But you find that upon trying to strike the crystal with your lightsaber, it doesn't seem to have an effect on the crystal. You can smack it with the blade of your lightsaber, and it doesn't seem to affect the crystal at all.
Am I there to observe this? I would
If you want to,
Yeah,
be, you
if,
can all be
if
in a
you're,
group.
I'll call you over. I'll be like, guys, look at this, and then I keep trying harder. I'm just pushing against it.
The stone around it
What they
absolutely
find in
affects.
here?
What affects?
What?
Did we
The
ever
stone
ask
around
what-
it.
Oh.
Going around it gets cut. What were you saying,
Yes.
Stevie?
Did we ever ask what was mined here? I'm taking it's probably this, but
Well, this sounds like
No, you never did ask what was
this
being
sounds like
mined
some
here.
compounds I heard about when I was on when I was on Corellia. Wait, did I get that? I can't remember the planet name. Anyway, when I was in the middle room, I heard that there are some really durable materials out there that even lightsabers can't cut. Sounds like one of them.
it's like Beskar steel with this
Yeah.
knot, though.
There's like
That's what
multiple
perplexing Stevie.
kinds, but I
But
don't
it also
know any of their
glows.
names, and I don't know any of their
Right.
locations or how to use them or anything. I just know they exist.
Are there
All right.
are there any like the crystal bits that are like sticking out to a point? I want to try and have Rovi try and break off like a fragment or something. If there's something that seems like he might be able to punch it.
Rovi, if you want to give me a
Yes.
daunting 4 purple athletics check to break one of these crystals off.
Get
okay.
the Wookiee to punch the indestructible nails.
Yeah, I don't know that this is gonna feel so good.
Meh.
Meh.
I don't really take damage.
Famous.
That's
last
what he's
words.
for.
Meh.
I'm just curious, you know. It doesn't work against it. Lightsabers don't work against it, but maybe it's brittle. Who knows?
I threw the white in there. I didn't need to. That's like an optional white I can throw. I'm choosing
Yeah,
not to.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
you can ignore the.
Yeah.
I think you get to decide if it's like a success or a failure or something.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm not using that. So
Okay, so as you grab onto this crystal, Rovi, you find one that you can kind of get your paw around, and this is very, very hard. It's digging into your hand, and as you're pulling down, you feel an even heightened connection to the Force. Specifically, you almost feel like the holes in the cavern nearby are like growing and like pulling towards you, and you think for a moment that if you give into that fear, you can free this crystal from where it's at, but you choose not to. You choose to turn away from that dark feeling, and the feeling of the open caverns kind of moving towards you and growing fades, and you see that they're exactly where they've always have been. as are your compatriots. And you are unsuccessful in breaking one of them off. You guys do have one, or Dar has one, that was like in a box somewhere by the door that was already like clearly been removed.
Are they all huge, or is there like a smaller one that we could try and just cut out of the rock?
Most of them are fist to head size. And you could you could easily cut probably any of them out.
Yeah. I'd just take a fist-sized one.
Okay. Yeah. With 20 minutes and some lightsaber work, you free up this blue glowing fist-sized crystal from the rock.
And it continues to glow?
Yep, continues to glow.
Okay, I'll drop it down the nearest hole.
Alrighty, give me
After all,
an approximation of where you're going to drop it. Which hole you're going to drop it in.
Can I give a suggestion there, Jitas?
What? Why?
Try to throw it off of the side of a wall, like as you're putting it down. Like as it's going down, try to hit the side of a wall, just to make some noise. Maybe it'll wake something up down there.
Do
And
we
you can
want
also-
to do that?
Yeah, I think so.
you get a better bearing.
Okay.
The area too, probably.
Yeah, you'll kind of get an idea of like not just the depth, but also the side, if you can. Just kind of throw it like at an angle, not just drop it straight down if you can.
Okay, here I go. I drop it. I would just assume that where were we at? By the water?
You guys can be wherever you want. You guys have free reign. Previously, this whole area was explored last session, so you guys can be anywhere you want.
Well, I just assumed
So if you want to give me some rough I
I
don't know,
can't click on the map to show which one, but I'm looking at.
P34 or something.
Oh yeah, that makes sense, huh? The U33.
U33. Okay. Yeah.
And I drop it and I start going 1, 2, 3, and I count how long it falls.
Okay. Sorry. I would say your estimate is probably 100 to 200 feet down. You can see that it definitely hit stone. Give me somebody who's watching. Give me a perception check. Somebody who wasn't counting.
I'll do
I got it.
Oh, okay. Can we both do it?
Average perception check.
Oh, what perception?
Average perception check.
Oh, shit. Okay, I got one success, and that's it.
Okay, one success. You, as it's going down along the edge, you can see that it is a rock wall most of the way down. There were a couple of points down where you couldn't see the wall, so if it just dipped in or if it was a different part of a cavern or what, you couldn't tell, but it's currently on the ground. It's currently resting on some sort of stone. Like I said, 100 to 200 feet down, up
I
against a
relay
wall.
all this up for information to the crew, so we're standing over around this, this hole. Did y'all see if the lift had any further down we could go? I remember it being kind of rocky getting down here.
This is the bottom. You would know that this is as far down as the lift goes.
Oh shoot, y'all! All right, I'm just
And where
wondering
was
if there
it
might,
you
yeah,
tossed? U-33 or something like that?
yeah.
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 So if you leave this cavern that we're in, and go, what's it called? Go left, so west, right? There is a bridge over here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That gets
I
to
think
another
that's where we're
section.
headed.
Yeah.
And then it looks like there's ladders that head down. Yeah, let's go deeper. I was just curious to see how deep it.
For sure.
I
And that's a
love
good idea.
spelunking,
I like that they glow
especially
too.
in D&D.
That was
or, I
very
mean,
helpful.
Tabletops, so totally.
Yeah, let's go deeper. I don't. It doesn't seem to have woken any. Like it didn't pull a hobbits in the Mines of Moria situation. So
Yeah, can we can I do a quick
Yeah.
perception check just to listen for any like growling or anything like that?
Absolutely. Give me a hard perception check.
Okay.
Grr.
Yeah.
Nothing.
What was that
I
about?
stick my paws over my ears and do a good listen.
Yeah, exactly. Nope. Nothing. Nothing that you can tell.
I was gonna make the joke that Jados was gonna say like it's about 8 seconds deep. I don't know actually how to do that math.
Especially on a different planet. We have no idea what the gravity of this planet is.
You know what? Star Wars has never addressed gravitational constants, so we're not going to do it here.
Yeah, it seems like
In this galaxy, all planets have the same gravity. Don't ask questions.
Yeah. The Higgs boson's weird over here. Don't worry about it.
I did that in Stargate with compasses, and I was like, you know what? Every planet north is the same direction on your compass.
That's amazing. I know in Star Wars they do make something called a paracompass for when you're on like massive metropolitan planets like Empress Theta or Coruscant or Corellia that are like the compasses just don't work because there's no magnetic north because everything is a giant metal thing that interferes, and so the paracompasses like function off of like Wi-Fi signals and just like whatever it can pick up to determine your location.
Nice.
Interesting.
But that would not do you any good here, considering I think the most advanced form of technology you've seen here is probably the very, very rudimentary elevator in the mine that you're currently in. That might be the greatest example of technology in existence on the planet that you've seen so far.
It's earth-shattering in its advanced state.
Right? All right, so you guys want to examine, you guys want to try to go down the larger cavern?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's check out the whole cave.
Whole caboodle.
I
Okay.
kind of want to do the same experiment in the black hole at G46 or whatever you want to call it. At
Okay.
the very
The
end.
one at the very bottom.
Black
Yeah,
hole.
the very bottom.
All right. Yeah, you managed to cut out and free another crystal. Drop it down. This one's probably not quite as deep, maybe, as the other ones. You did come down probably 20 or 30 feet, just from like the ladders and stuff. I won't even make you do any checks. You can see it still glowing down at the bottom.
This one is 6 seconds deep.
Yes. There
I'm
you
picking up
go.
what you're putting down. I
You know
like
what's
that
inter-
description. That's actually very
You-
helpful. Thank you, Jidas.
Yeah, if you were to jump, it would take you 6 seconds to reach the bottom. You know what's interesting? Do we see other crystals down there, or just the one I threw?
Give me a average perception check.
Nope.
No.
One failure, one advantage.
Yep, one failure, one advantage. You do not see any other glowing crystals down there.
Well, that's
But
interesting in and of itself. Like, the crystals are all over the place up here. There's none down there.
I didn't realize that, but yeah.
but you do see the crystal that you dropped down there blink out for a moment.
That's interesting. Does it come
That is
back?
very interesting.
Does he?
Yeah, it just goes dark
Do you say
and
anything
then it's
about that?
right back.
Yeah, and I'd be pointing it out. I assume several of us are looking down.
There's something alive down there, and it's checking out that
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, probably.
It's almost like there's something that's like eating the energy out of it or something. And like
Does
people
anyone-
go down there and they just don't come back because it just eats the energy out of there.
I want to whistle for it.
Ooh.
Does anyone have a
Like
blaster
make some
pistol?
kind of noise.
I sure do.
I bet you could shoot down there and you'd see something from the laser. Maybe momentarily.
Okay. I'll do it as long as I'm not walking on top of what Stevie was trying to do.
Oh no! I was gonna hold on. No, go for it.
Pew pew!
Shoot away.
What are you? Are you just like firing randomly down the hole?
Just yeah. That's what Dar suggested
Okay.
I do,
He's Han Soloing it.
and he's a much smarter man than I.
There you go.
Okay.
I guess we know what happens if I ask him to jump off a bridge.
After we do it, I'm gonna turn to you and be like, what if there was gas down there?
I think
All right,
we'd probably be smelling it.
Between the flashing light and the loud noises, I tell you what. Roll me a white die real quick. I just want to see what happens. Roll me a white die.
Wait.
All of us?
Okay. You suddenly hear a whole bunch of shrieking,
Oh yeah, mine knocks.
and
That was a good decision.
several of the. So you recognize the noise from earlier, or from the in between level, and a number of these giant cave miners come flying up and flying around the cavern you're currently in.
We need Molotovs.
Quickly jump in the hole.
No!
You fall 100 to 200 feet.
No, I just kidding.
Okay.
Do that.
You're, I don't know, maybe dead. I don't know. How do you roll? How do you fall damage in this game?
No one's tried it yet.
Right, I should probably look that up considering you're about to go spelunking in the deep cave.
I jump pretty high. Is this just they're giant? I get that. Are we fighting? Do we have to fight them? Are they attacking, or is this just like obnoxious bats?
They're very large. They're currently flying, they're flying around down there, and you can kind of hear them and hear the flapping of wings. They have not made it up to you guys yet, so you will have a moment to prepare.
I would
If
like
you-
to go prone.
Yeah.
Bro,
Did we hear about these things before we came down here? Did the people who sent us down mention these animals at all?
they did not.
I'm
Okay.
sure this is the infestation that's causing the problems with the mine.
Could be. Yeah.
You think it's just all Minox?
I mean, either that or this is a minor inconvenience on the way to the Balrog.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, I'm getting my life
This is
figured out.
true.
That's how I would
I
design
think-
my cave.
I think
gonna
we
do it.
should head back up. And now that we've seen what we've seen between the Minox and the glowing crystals and stuff, maybe we have a few more questions for them.
I think these
About,
things might be
like,
coming
one-
for us. We should probably
What
like,
is that? What was that?
oh yeah, these things might be coming for us. We might want to just prepare ourselves for them to attack us, and then if we get past them, then yeah, I'm with you. Let's go back.
Yeah,
up
so
and
let's
see.
just start backing out quickly and quietly.
Oh,
Put my back
Okay.
up against a wall and draw my lightsaber.
I was stealthing by going prone.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Okay, I'll do that too then.
I can
Okay.
go for that if you want.
No, you don't have to.
Okay.
As previously mentioned, you guys it's taking them a little while to like get up here, so you guys definitely have all the time you need to prepare to get ready for whatever you're gonna do. Not that one.
I would like to suggest to the
I am gonna
party
back up
in
away
a
from the
hushed
hole.
whisper that we go back to the other chamber and see if we can find anything flammable, like those barrels. There might be explosives in them. I don't know.
If
Maybe
we're gonna do it,
explosives
go
a
quick.
terrible idea, but maybe they have alcohol and that'll work for Molotovs.
I like it. Also, I don't want to be around these holes when I'm fighting off flying creatures.
Also, we need a lighter because I don't really want to light a Molotov with my lightsaber.
I do.
How else do you light your cigars?
Well,
Little
mine's
Star Wars
double-sided.
anarchist dreams coming true.
You just see Stevie's eyes light up out of nowhere, and you're like, yes.
Mine's
All
double-sided,
that
so it's a
decorum
little
y'all have seen
unwieldy for
before
that.
just slips away.
Okay. So are you guys gonna retreat? We can
I think we
can
should,
do
yes.
that if you really want to.
I'll
think all the time
follow
to
your
prepare.
guys' plan. I'm keeping
Yeah,
my
let's get
pistol
outta here.
out and trained, ready to go. But I'll follow
Right, like,
you
don't
guys.
turn your back, but let's head back to the, what's it called? The ladders. Come on, boys.
Okay, I'll be last one out. I'll kind of keep my eye towards the hole while I'm backing out, and if I start seeing a
Thank
bunch
you,
of them come
Roby.
up, I'll let you guys know so we can turn around and yeah.
I was gonna stay with you, keeping my pistol trained towards
Sweet.
them. Although now that I think about it, they might just come up out of any hole. Who knows?
They could, yeah.
Okay. If you guys are retreating back, I would say Dar and Stevie, you guys get to the middle ledge there between the two ladders, and Gidas and Rovi, you are at the bottom of the first ladder when a substantial number of these large Minoc bat things, cave Minocs, come flying out. Much like the last time, there is just so many of them, and they're flying around all chaotically. It's difficult to really get a solid fix on their numbers.
Shoot, we just awakened the swarm of giant bats.
They shoot?
Is there anywhere we can, like, crawl under a rock and hide?
Well, I mean, you are
Ooh.
completely surrounded by rock, so in a sense, you are already
Right.
under them.
What
But
about, okay, so
otherwise,
I
no.
want to try to crawl and, like, tuck in at the crystal around D37. Or C37.
My goal was to be stealthy too, so I think that's probably what I would have done.
I want to see if they'll get
Stevie, you and Dar you are stuck on that ledge
right I just
between
realized
the
that.
two ladders.
This is
So
what
if you want to like go up into one of those corners, you can. But other than that, you're kind of you. I mean, we'll roll initiative and you can move up on your turn. But
Okay, well, never mind. I'm just gonna like put my back against the rock and prepare myself for right now.
okay. All right, everybody, roll initiative.
Man,
Yeah,
I really gotta fix my scores.
I'm not gonna lie, I had really planned on you guys not being in this room when the fight kicked off because I wanted you to be able to put yourselves on the map. But we'll theater of the mind it.
You
Are
said
we doing cool for this?
Yeah, this would be cool since you guys knew they were coming.
Okay. One success, one advantage.
me too.
Oh. Okay. Cheetahs, one success, one advantage. Stevie, one success, one advantage. Rovi, 3 advantage. Sorry. Dar, would you get?
One success, 3 advantage.
One success, 3 advantage. Okay. Alrighty then. Well, with that, the swarm goes first. Right? Nobody got more than 2 success. Correct?
Right.
All right. They seem to be sort of, at least generally speaking, kind of in little groups. And the first 2 groups are going to charge the large Rovi that is nearest to the opening, and brandishing a glowing lightsaber. So let's see here. Raw.
Whoa. Wow.
Ooh.
That's a sick. Oh, that was a bad hit.
All right. Rovi, you take
Uh-oh.
9 points, 9 wounds from the first attack, and 4 wounds from the second attack.
Oh my.
Jidas, you get swarmed by the third and last group. They're snapping at you, trying to hit you with their claws with the big sucker faces, and they don't actually connect with you, but you're going to take 2 black die on your next attack against them, just from having to like duck and dodge. You don't really have the time to prepare and like line up your attack like you would like.
Okay.
Next up in initiative is Dar. You're up.
All right. Well,
You're on a 5-foot ledge with Stevie.
I'm going to use a maneuver to move up to the top of the ladder. Is that possible?
Yep, you can use your maneuver to move up.
Okay.
That will be so you'll just be at the top of the ladder then, though. If you want to
Yes.
move outside of that, you'll have to spend strain and take another maneuver, or spend your action to do that.
I'll spend. Is it 1 strain or 2?
2 strain.
Okay. I'll spend 2 strain to move away.
Okay.
And then I will take my lightsaber, which I had in my hand, light it up, and make an attack at whatever one might be closest enough, I guess. Part of the swarm.
None of them. They haven't gotten to where you are yet. They
Oh,
pretty much came out of the cavern, mattered in a Gundark, and charged the two nearest beings, which were Rovi and Jidas.
then I am going to change what I used my action for. What is the intimidation skill? Is it coercion?
Coerce, I think.
Give me a second. I got the sheet right here. Intimidation. Yeah, that's going to be coercion.
All right, I want to intimidate these. I forgot how to say what they are.
Minox.
Minot. Yeah, something like that. I'm gonna intimidate them, or try to intimidate them with a shout, which I would assume would sound kind of weird coming out of an Arcana. I don't actually know what that would sound like. But I want to shout at the top of my head and try to scare these creatures, or at least draw some to me so that they're not swarming all my teammates.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a hard coercion check.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
They don't seem. They are also screeching quite loud, so it doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
Darn. Well, it was worth a try, and I couldn't kill any of them in that turn, so that'll do for now.
Yeah. All right. Next up is either Stevie or Jidas. Doesn't matter.
Get the same roll.
Yeah,
you guys
go
get the
ahead.
same roll.
Alrighty. Okay, so I'm up there. I think I'm gonna use my maneuver to do the same as what's his face? Dar. And just at least get to the top of the ladder.
No problem. You can use your maneuver to get up to the top of the ladder. What else are you doing?
And then so I still have an action. I'm gonna see if any are close to me and take a swipe at those.
No. Probably from where you were previously. You might get the opportunity to smack one. So if you'd like to
Okay,
do that
yeah,
in reverse, you're welcome to.
No. Now that I'm up here, can I do a perception check to look down and see if I can see where Rovi and Jidas are, to kind of see if I can get down there and help them again?
You don't even need to make a perception check. They're at the base of They're surrounded by flocks of these giant bat things. Pretty much that whole lower area, including the opening, like the opening of the cavern, that's all just giant flying Minox. They're all just swarming.
Oh shoot! I'll look at Dar and be like, Dar, we gotta go down there and help them.
Do you have a ranged weapon? Oh, you have a bow.
I don't have any gun or electrolance or anything. Like, do you?
You have a longbow that I gave you, don't you?
I do. Okay, do I still have enough rounds or something to try to take a shot? I forgot he gave it to me up at the top of the thing.
If you already have your lightsaber out, it will cost you a maneuver. You can stash your lightsaber as an incidental, but then it'll cost you a maneuver, i.e. 2 strain to draw the longbow, and then you could attack. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go for this round, but yeah.
You could just use your action as a maneuver to draw your longbow and get it
I'll
ready
do
for
that.
next time.
Yep, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Jidas, you're up.
Okay. I will use my maneuver to do using my dense musculature. I would like to jump as far as I can up the cliffside.
How far can you jump? Is it medium range or short range?
It is medium, within medium range.
Okay, I believe that you have to suffer strain to do that, correct?
Yep.
Okay, you can make it all the way up. You can clear the little intermediary step. It's like 20 or 30 feet. You can make it.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do that. I'm assuming that clears me from the Minox. Does that clear the black dice that I was gonna get?
No.
Dang it. Okay. Well, I'll jump and spin while I'm doing so and take a shot while I'm still moving through the air.
Okay.
With my pistol. Let me... where's my die pool for that? Okay, so blaster pistol. Oh. I didn't add any purple. What purple do I add?
Sorry, you're right. So that would be if you're... You want to fly through the air and fight? That's super cool.
It is.
Go ahead and just call it short range. So one purple.
You want me to re-roll it or just add the black and a purple to a roll?
Go ahead and just add a black and a purple. Or black, yeah, the black and a purple.
Black is K.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
2 black and 1 purple.
All right. 2 success,
So, yeah.
1 advantage.
Nice.
How much damage do you do?
That is 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Excellent. You managed to take one out. So as you like, you kind of like bend down really low and kind of like get preparing, you just launch up kind of through the air and backwards. And as you're flying backwards towards the ledge where you know your friends are, you just nail one right in the dome. And it just drops into the pit. And you're at the top. You're
That's a pretty
up there
cool
with
move.
Stevie.
Way to go! You've been practicing.
Am I able to like take strain to shoot again?
Nope. You can take strain to move.
Oh, I got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm done then.
All right, Rovi, you're up. Last in initiative. You're surrounded and abandoned by your friend.
Hooray! And just to clarify, we're down by like 44-ish, like kind of down by there, like right by the edge, or where are we at? Like 44.
If you were covering the retreat, you would be at what is that going to be? Like L40 ish, like at the base of that lowest ladder
right at
in
that
that
ladder.
general layer.
Okay. Well, I assume there's one within range of me, right? Because it just.
Oh, yeah, you're completely surrounded.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna start flailing my lightsaber.
So anyway, start blasting.
In the air. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
With no particular
So
aim,
start
just flailing it around. Really, all I'm trying to do is not cut the ladder. I have my back to the ladder, and I'm just flailing in about 270 degrees.
I'm really sad you said that because I was totally going to have you guys destroy one of the ladders if you got enough disadvantage while swinging your lightsaber around.
I was gonna have Jetus jump me back up. Carry me, Jetus. Jump me.
Yes, Jesus, carry the Wookiee.
Jump the Wookiee. Jump him up.
Just jump!
I'm going to need the most intense athletics check ever. All right, yeah, go ahead and make your attack roll then, bud.
Don't we have rope? I think I have rope.
2 purple.
Yeah, always 2 purple.
All right, 1 success, 1 advantage.
How much damage do you do?
Good question. Let me double check my lightsaber. I never used this sucker. Lightsaber does 7 damage.
7 damage. All right, you managed to slash one in half.
Nice.
All right. Top of the round, the Cave Minox. One of like the distinct groups is going to continue to attack Rovi. And they fail their attack, but will give you 2 black die on your next attack. The next group is going to follow Dar up the top. Or I should say the other 2 groups are going to follow Dar, or follow Jidas up. One will attack Jidas, and the other will make a beeline towards Dar. So, Jidas, they fail to attack you, but just given their swarming of you, you kind of lose visibility, and it makes it hard to aim. So you're going to take 1 setback die in your next attack. Dar, you are the subject of the next attack. Excellent. What is it to crit? No, not enough. Darn. That'll be 5 wounds to Dar.
We'll make that 0 because of my soak.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And they are going to give themselves advantage on the next check. All right. Next up is Stevie or Jitas. By the way, I know that I've said this at least once, but I want to reiterate. You guys are very welcome to change your own initiative order amongst yourselves. As long as everybody goes once per round, then it doesn't matter what order you guys go in. So amongst yourselves, you can change places as much as you want. You could, for example, have Rovi go last this time and then go first next round. You can do that. That's totally legal.
I think we're good in
Yeah,
this situation.
and the bad guys can do that as well. Just so you know, I haven't felt the need to do it much, but
Yeah, I don't feel the need to switch into the situation unless someone else does.
No, I don't see tactical advantage to it yet, so stay in the
Yeah,
order.
I don't think there is right now. I just want to remind you that is something you can do.
Sometimes when it actually does really help. Like if people are kind of spread out, it does help.
That's true.
I do think it's Dar's turn in the roll, though.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, it is Dar's turn. Thank you.
Okay.
Dar, you're up. I
Um,
keep forgetting that you got the 3 advantage.
yeah. I had a plan, but I'm going to change it now. Light up my saber and just try to cleave some Minox. I was gonna try to throw a rope to Rovi and pull him up, but I think I might have to wait on that. Oh, I forgot I leveled this up.
You might be better off trying to go down the hole.
What's the difficulty for engaged range?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 1?
It's always 2 purple.
It's always 2.
Melee and lightsaber are always 2 purple.
So that does... I forgot to look at the damage before I did that.
Holy smoke and noli! Your lightsaber is 4 yellow?
Yeah, I leveled that thing up
Okay.
intentionally. I wanted to be armored and dangerous, and so I put everything into my soak and into my lightsaber. That's a critical. Wait, no, sorry, that's not a critical. Um, 10 damage.
10 damage. All right. You managed to cleave 2
Nice.
in half. Like, you go to swipe at one. You go to swipe at one, and a second flies into your lightsaber blade accidentally. As you're slicing. Oh wait, did you add your black die?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Yes, add a black die.
Okay. So make that 9.
9. All right, you still kill 2 of them.
I should
There are
just
still
jump
2
down and just try to cleave through as many as possible while falling through the cloud of Minox down to save Rovi. Next turn.
Next turn, Stevie or Jetus.
I'll go ahead and go. I got a shot lined
Sure.
up. Okay, so from where Rovi is, he's still at the bottom of that one ladder, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if they're still swarming, I'm just gonna take like the most densely. So okay, if Rovi is at like L41, right? I'm gonna go right to the left of him and just aim in that general direction if they're still swarming.
I mean, there's tons of them all over. It would be
Right,
a
so
medium range shot for you, so 2 purple.
Okay. Wait, I don't want the white one in there. Ooh, and the thing is check. Perfect. And that would be 3 advantage.
3 advantage.
Yep, that's it.
Okay. What would you like to do with your advantage? You can pass black die to your enemy. You can pass blue die to your friends. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pass a blue die to Jitas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
Next
being
up
my
is
friend, I
Judas.
say that look over.
What a thoughtful thing to do.
I always forget we can do stuff with the advantage. How would you say we're doing so far? You keep calling them swarms and then saying we killed one.
Yeah, do we have any idea like how many there are, or is it too hard to tell?
I would say at this point it's too hard to tell. Especially like for those of you that are being swarmed, you can hardly see the ones around you, let alone like, it's still not super well lit in here. Like the crystals do provide light, but it's not bright by any means. So I would say you guys don't quite know how much progress you mean. You're definitely they're definitely dying. I think you guys have killed off 4 of them so far.
It's probably kind of like swarms.
So like there is fewer.
In like 5th edition where it has just different health and different attacks if it has more than 50% of its like creatures or less.
Right. I was just asking to see if we got an idea if we're making any headway or if this is a futile attempt, but
You're definitely making headway. If that's your concern, there is you are noticing that as they die, it's becoming less chaotic and easier to operate. Yes.
That's good.
Also, I'm an idiot and forgot that I didn't look at the card correctly. These creatures have 1 in defense for both ranged and melee, so that's an automatic black die for all attacks moving forward.
okay. I guess it's my turn and I need to shoot a mofo. So I will use my maneuver to use precise aim. Once per round may perform maneuver, suffer a number of strain no greater than ranks in precise aim, and reduce target's melee and range defense by that number. So reduce that defense by 1. Take another strain.
All right, then you don't have to suffer that black die.
Yeah, but you were swarming me, so you were already giving me a black die.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, here we go. Is that one purple with the blaster?
Yep. Yeah, you can be at short range. You can attack one at short range. There's plenty of them around, and like I said, they're moving around. So
Yeah, I'm just fine. Okay, so one purple, one black. I feel like I'm missing something. 2 success, 2 advantage. Oh, I forgot the blue.
oh yeah, that's right. Stevie passed you a blue. Go ahead and roll your blue.
I knew I was forgetting something. Ah, it's blank. 2 success, 2 advantage.
How much damage you doing, my guy?
It's 5 with the pistol.
All right, you take another one out.
And then I've got an advantage to pass, right?
Yeah, you can either pass 2 black die to the next enemy attack, a blue die to whoever you want, or 2 blue die to whoever goes next.
2 blue die to Rovi then.
Cool, I need him.
Okay. Alrighty. In that case, Rovi, you're up.
All right, I'm going to keep it going with the slashy.
Rovi, how many of you killed? Only one, right?
I thought I killed 2.
Okay, 2. Okay, cool.
One success, but 3 disadvantage.
Blue dies are really screwing us over.
Oh,
Apparently. 3 setback. All right. You. So how much damage? Another like what? 10 billion damage.
It's only like 7 with my, 7 damage. I think my lightsaber.
All right. You out and out kill one and wound another.
Hooray! Big arcing swings, guys. Big arcing swings.
In doing so, you do overextend a little bit and give blue die to the ones that are going to attack you. But as of right now, you have thinned the like. I would say about 2/3 of them had moved up to deal with everybody above, and there's only like 2 of them swarming around you now. So you're actually starting to get a clear picture of what's going
Cool.
on. All right, top of the round. Just do the group. Rovi is fighting. Okay. And then we were going to give them blue die. Rovi, you don't have any melee defense, do you?
I don't believe so. Let me double check.
I didn't think so. I was just going to ask him since I brought it up. 1 success, 1 advantage, 4 damage.
Bing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have no defense, but I do have a buttload of
4 damage, and they'll pass you a black die.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. GDOS. 4 damage, and they'll pass you a blue die.
Okay, remind me just because I have 3 silk, so that really is just 1 wound.
Yep.
And I get a blue?
And you get a blue. And Dar. There's also one of them, one group swarming Dar. So you are also under attack, sir. And they don't actually hit you. You manage to bob and weave, but they are going to pass you a black die.
Okay.
All right. Dar, you're up, bud.
All right. Well, I get a return fire.
Okay.
For 9 9 damage. I don't know why I can't do
What's
that.
your crit on your lightsaber?
Oh, it's 2.
I
So
figured.
I crit. Yeah. Let's see. Was it
Nah.
Poly 100? I think. No. No.
No.
No.
That's only when you receive a critical injury.
Oh, they don't get that. Okay.
No, they just die. Unless they're Nemesis, they just die. They're not important enough for the story to warrant that roll. So, with that, you take out 2 and wound 1 substantially.
Do with a little bit of a flourish.
Yeah. So you like take a wing, most of a wing off of 1, and kill 2. As there are now only 2 circling around you can see a little better. Now that it's thinned out, you guys can see there's roughly 6 or 7 left. Not a ton. Not a ton left. Stevie, you're up.
Alrighty, I'm taking aim at one of the ones attacking Dar
Okay.
with my crossbow again. Or, yeah, longbow, I mean. And that is... Oh! 3 success. And that is 5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. You managed to kill the wounded one, no problem.
Nice.
Let's see here. Next up is Jitas. Unless you wanted to move.
Oh no, I'm gonna. Or yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit closer to Dar to help him out some more.
Okay. No problem.
Awesome.
Jitas, you're up. Don't forget about your blue die.
Yep, I already got it. Okay, I'm just shooting. Is there any benefit to precise aiming? I'll precise aim again to get rid of that black. Uh, 5 success and 4 advantage. That's a critical.
Nice. And how much damage?
So it's 5 damage.
Your blaster only does 1 damage?
5.
Oh, okay. So it's 1 success to like activate your blaster's damage, right? So that's 5. And then every success after that counts for an additional wound. So you really did 9 wounds and 1 critical. Right? Am I
Yeah,
crazy?
what?
Because you got 5 success. So you're using a blaster pistol with 5 damage. So the first success is just you successfully shot them with your blaster. So you do base damage. And then after that, it's every success after that adds damage. So 9 damage with a critical. You out and out kill 2, and there's only 1 left. And he's wounded. You just like 3 of them just kind of all lined up, and you just like the blaster went through one and then through another, and then like didn't fully penetrate the last one.
And then I make a finger gun and pretend to blow the smoke off of that.
Yes, definitely that.
While holding a real gun.
While holding a real gun, of course. It's not like you're going to bring a real gun up to your lips. That's stupid. I don't know. All right. Seeing all of their dead brethren, the remaining cave mine hawks are going to kind of like circle around, form a new group, and then dive back down the cavern. They're going to get out of there. They're not happy. Or no, sorry, not dive back down the cavern. They're going to fly off, up, and like around the corner.
Okay.
Like they're headed back towards the lift or the rest of the mining encampment.
Victory!
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
we're out of
sure
initiative.
now that this was the nuisance that was causing the miners problems.
But surely they would have been like, oh, this is a bunch of Minox. Like somebody else would have seen that.
True, but they don't have the weapons we have to deal with it.
I mean, I know, but like, didn't everyone say they just literally disappeared? Like they were there 1 second and then just gone.
Mhm.
I suppose.
Because like even if there was like other people, even at a, they would have heard that on this level.
Maybe
Things
there's
are
like
loud.
a giant Minoc that commands the smaller ones to go like pick up little things and bring it to its nest.
I'm gonna see. I do want to go back up there and ask about these crystals and why they didn't warn us about this Minoc infestation.
No, we barely asked.
Yeah, they may not know about them.
know.
You
Right.
asked 0 questions.
Actually,
Yeah.
we
We-
were told
we did
that
ask-
they didn't know what the threat was.
Yeah, they don't know what the threat is.
Yeah, they didn't warn us about this stupid shit though.
Well, if they didn't know, then they couldn't have.
Yeah, I say we go ask them if they've heard of these things, because that's a question worth having the answer to, I think.
Now, if that happens, we're going to have to travel through that dangerous place where the Minox were before. And we don't know how many more are going to be in that spot, so we should be on our guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can take them. I believe in us.
Yeah, I did fine.
I think I took 1 damage from that whole round.
Nice.
I'm gonna take a restroom break real quick.
Right? Do we want to take a tight 5?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean,
Cool. Okay, I don't know if you guys have experienced this or not, but have you ever had those King's Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah, I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they make bagels
What?
that are like the King's Hawaiian bagels, and they are basically dessert as far as I'm concerned.
Those sound great.
They're fantastic.
Yeah, something about those rolls are really good.
Hmm.
Probably the sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost certainly the sugar.
Sugar
They're very
makes everything
soft.
better.
The texture is perfect.
The bagels just have bagel texture, but they have that sweetness to them. A little bit of cream cheese.
Have you had the taro ones?
I have not.
They're purple and they're really good.
That sounds good.
Purple? I'm down.
Yeah, but they are. I think they're better than the normal ones. I think you can only get them in Hawaii though.
Yeah, the taro root, that's like one of their traditionally like staple foods, right? You
Yeah.
make that purple paste with it.
Hoi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it.
All right, I'm back.
Cool. All right, so the last 3 Cave Minox, 4 Cave Minox, however many there were, run off, fly off, and disappear.
Well, I suppose we flushed them out. Maybe we could go deeper now.
Yeah. I really don't think they're the actual problem. Those are just
Yeah, I
bats. Bats live in caves.
Yeah, I'm just.
I don't know
trying
if
to
you
get
guys have
in
ever
first.
been in a cave, but it's a good place to find bats.
Well,
I've heard.
I'm under the impression that these people that we're helping don't have the technology to easily dispatch with these enemies.
Yeah, but they got the technology to mine this crystal. I wonder what they're using it for.
Do they have technology, or are they just using pickaxes and digging around them? That's what I'm wondering.
Somebody give me a average education check.
I got you.
Did I ever tell you guys about the one day I went to school?
Alright.
Apparently, my Arcona has claws that are really good at digging.
Well, shoot. For all my education, that is a blank. Like, the only thing left. Oh, no. One success.
Funny how the dice we can't see magically got a success.
No, you know how I am with numbers.
I'm just
Well,
choosing
all
it.
that learning got you.
Everywhere but math. This character is based off of me, so I can remember useless facts about Minox, but I can't count between 3 and 4.
From what you've seen, this does look like pretty primitive mining with hand tools. Also,
Good information to learn.
Oh.
It's off to work.
it's worth noting. It's worth noting that you don't actually see a lot of signs of mining in and around the crystal areas.
Maybe they're not mining for the crystal. Maybe they can't get the crystal. What are they like? And also, have y'all seen anything that would indicate how it got down into the hole? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to take a look now. Like, do the holes look dug out, or does it look like stuff just like crumbled and fell into sinkholes? Does that difference make sense, or am I like, yeah?
You're
Yeah,
talking about like the caverns.
the things
Right,
I was
like,
dropping rocks down into.
right.
They're just they appear to be natural caverns, natural caverns.
Okay.
Most of this area appears to be natural caverns.
Then I want to go look inside of some of these crates and stuff. I want to start digging through stuff.
Okay, go ahead and give me a
Let's go full
average
Raccoon
perception
on this
check.
place. Yeah. One success. No, wait, yeah. All right, 2 success.
To success. Okay. It does look like much like the last time when you guys were investigating. It does appear that this section was kind of abandoned in a hurry. There's some evidence of them taking whatever was in the area, like whatever was handy, with them. So you find like one of the crates has like a couple of spare picks in it. Most of the stuff that you find is empty. You do find a barrel that's about like a third full of oil, presumably for the lamps that are still lit and running low, very low on fuel.
I definitely want to keep tabs on that.
Interesting.
I kind of want. I want to take whatever time and preparation necessary to make some fire arrows. I think that could be really useful for lighting up the place.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a easy mechanics check.
Okay. Let's see.
Who's playing music?
Oof.
I was playing guitar.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It usually doesn't pick up.
No, you're good.
That's alright. I got one failure and one advantage.
You haven't really had cause to ever make fire arrows before, and so like your first few prototypes fail.
Oof.
You just can't seem to get the cloth to both stay on the arrow and stay lit.
That's fair. I imagine that's kind of difficult.
Yeah.
No. Who said no?
Is that Jeffrey?
Yes, I didn't know you could hear that. Yeah,
It's
he's
like he
talking
was
to a friend back there.
responding, No.
Imagine that's pretty easy. No.
Not at all.
Well, fair enough. Maybe then instead of that, I will see if I can find any like flasks or something I could fill with oil, and just take some with me, just in case I find a use for it. Oh shit!
Give me a hard perception.
I'm becoming Gary.
You're becoming Gary.
I'm becoming Gary. You said hard?
Yes.
Okay. Well, apparently there's nothing in the area.
Yeah. There probably wasn't a ton of stuff kept down here anyways. But unless you want to take the oil lamps off of the wall, off of the cavern walls, and use those, you don't really have anything.
I'll just take one of those then.
Okay.
I'm just trying to be prepared here and just flunking at it.
worries. Which oil lamp are you going to take? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's a good point.
We should probably take more than one.
I agree with
Yeah.
that assessment.
Yep.
But I think it might be best if we all took one rather than me taking multiple.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take the one that's down in the bottom right, in the very bottom right corner, because that doesn't seem like a very
Okay.
useful area right now. And so if I take that one, it's not really
Okay.
gonna, it probably won't hurt our progress too much.
Sounds good.
I'll take the one on the table because I'm lazy.
Okay.
I'll take the other one on the other table.
Okay.
Because
I'll
I'm-
Is there
whatever's
anything
left
on
over.
that table?
we sort of checked it
Scraps
before.
of some scraps of paper. That like
Nothing of
look
interest,
like-
though.
Yeah, they look like they might have like, I don't know. Just like they're kind of mapping out how many like how much material they're able to pull out. It's mostly numbers and mining. It's all mining stuff. Nothing
Well,
that you
can we
guys.
tell what it looks like for that they're mining from this?
It just references ore. It doesn't specifically say what
Oh.
kind of ore.
So they're probably not. They're probably not taking gems then, at least not as a primary resource,
If
because that would.
you guys want to flip a destiny point, I can answer some questions for you.
Let's do it.
Sure,
Okay.
why not?
The count is now 4, 5 black, 1 white, and
This might be the first time we've done it for lore.
you remember that they had said that they recently broke into a new cavern while they were mining, and had kind of just really started exploring it, and that's when people started disappearing. So with that information in hand and the perception checks that you have done, it's your guess that all of the area, like the area with the crystals, is probably that new area, since there's no real signs of mining, not very much signs of mining at least, and no oil lamps, although the crystals do put off a reasonably dimmer, but with the higher number of crystals, about the same level of light. It's pretty safe to assume that the intersection down where like the mine carts are, and then the one gap at like what is it, Y32? That's probably the two places where they broke through into this new cavern.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so... Well, let's see what happens when we take some oil lanterns into there. Maybe the light is like what attracts whatever it is. And then if we get to the end again, we can just throw a lantern down the hole and see what happens.
I like it.
Well, it'll probably just break when it hits the ground. Though I suppose that might start a fire. I don't know. It depends on how deep it is.
We'll
and
find
what
out if there's gas in there.
I'd like to be very actually
We already checked that.
inspect. I'd like to inspect the hole and see is this a sheer drop or is it a slope that you could walk on to descend into that hole.
Right. I would like to find out if there's a way into the layer below.
Yeah, it is mostly straight down. There are sections, but yeah, it's mostly straight down. You could, and it is probably pretty reasonable to assume that you could climb down or tie some ropes off and lower yourselves down.
Yeah, that was
Yep,
fine.
we might have to repel. I was just thinking
So-
about repelling.
I was just going to ask if we have any rope. Yeah.
I'll take my synth rope and I will tie it off to one of the rails on the rail cart or rail track because that should be pretty heavy and sturdy. And then I'll toss the other end of the rope down into the hole at X32
Okay.
And then I would like to take a sizable rock and toss it down there just to make a noise, and then immediately try to perceive if there's any response or anything like that.
That should all be good. Go ahead and give me a average perception check.
Okay. Let's see. One success, 3 advantage.
All right. You throw your rock down. This one seems about as deep as the first one that you guys checked. Nothing flies up. But as you're looking around and scrounging for a rock, you look down the first cavern that you guys dropped the crystal down, and it is completely dark down there. You don't see the light from the crystal anymore.
Thanks. I was gonna ask about that.
Ooh, that's
That's a little bit scary.
That's got me nervous.
Something.
I would assume that they're so close, that these holes are so close that they are just different entrances to the same large cavern down beneath.
Yeah, based on the
Yeah,
way
that's what I was
the
thinking
Minox
too.
the way that Minox swarmed in, I would have thought the same thing.
Okay, so I don't want to climb down yet. Let's figure out
Are you
what
sure?
we want to do before I climb down.
Let's.
I think it
can
sounds
we
like a
grab
good
that
idea.
rope? Can we lower one of the lamps on the rope? Just tie the lamp off to the end of the rope and lower it
Brilliant.
down.
Okay. I mean,
I like that idea.
That's so smart.
sure. I think it's the
Absolutely.
wrong kind of bait, but let's give it a try.
It's better than one of us at first.
Well, and as he
Little bit.
does that, as someone does that,
It's more
I will
fun the
have
other way.
My compound bow trained on the light as it's being
Yeah, no
lowered.
problem.
I could do that. Actually, both. Do you have a bow as well, Dar?
Yeah,
Wait.
I have the Carillion compound.
All right. Well, then we'll each take one side of the light, right?
Face
we
each
have-
other, basically aiming down.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Uh-huh.
have more rope by chance?
I don't know. That's just what I have, and I can tell you how long it is as well. Let's
I'd be
see.
curious about if we had another length of rope. It'd be kind of fun to lower myself down slightly in the other hole that I dropped the rock into first to just get another angle at it.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
it's like 50 or 100 feet. It doesn't say. Oh wait.
Well,
it's
we would
sold
need
in
we would need a
20
second length.
20-meter spools. There we go. I was just
Okay.
looking in the wrong spot. So that would be just
60
over
feet.
60 feet. It's probably closer to 70.
Okay, let's not worry about it then. I will try to observe that hole to see if I can see the lamp light shining up through the other hole as they lower it down.
Oh, smart.
Cool.
Because I'm a little concerned that we lower it down and something decides to go investigate and blocks the light.
Mhm.
Like, I'm pretty sure that whatever it is, I'm not gonna regret shooting it. So I'd like to, as a reflex, just shoot at the light if it goes dark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to go down the hole, is just to get another view to maybe see it coming and get a shot or something. But
We'll know that something's coming when your face gets eaten off and you're screaming.
Mm-hmm.
well, anyways,
Okay.
When you put it like that.
I think I would scream before it got to me. But okay,
That's only if you can see it.
yeah.
The oil lamps, I know this because I actually have oil lamps for real in person. The light they let out is decent, but it only goes out about 5 or 10, maybe 10 feet. It's pretty dim, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's pretty consistent with what you guys have seen here. That's why there's so many oil lamps around a relatively small area, because they don't put out that much light. Okay, so if you're lowering the lamps, right? That was
Mm-hmm.
your plan?
Yeah, just one of them. But yeah,
Okay, you're going to lower a lamp.
I think. Unless, what, do you guys think we should lower more than one?
Somebody give me a
That's-
coordination check to do that without bashing it against the side of the wall or something.
It seems a little unnecessary to do more than one. to me.
Yeah, I think so too. Okay, let's stick with just
Okay.
one.
Let me know if you need help with that. I could lower it down if you need, but I really want to watch this other hole.
No, I think that's a good idea. I think you should say it the other hole. Okay,
Okay.
you said
Just
coordination?
watch for like a giant snake or something.
Yeah, coordination.
Okay, and what difficulty?
Who's worse?
Easy.
With how many times I've dropped snakes on Zach in my campaign, he's bound to do it to me.
Hello?
Mhm.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, I missed how many, what was the difficulty on that?
Easy, so one purple.
Okay, just one, cool.
All right. You managed to get it all the way down to like the bottom of the cavern. But once it's down there, it slips off the rope or some such, and it is now just sitting down there. So you no longer have control. Hence your disadvantage. I would say, Gitas, you can probably see. Give me a perception check. Easy or average perception check.
Did we
You
lose
said
him?
Jitas or me?
Jita, since he's the one
Okay.
very intently staring down the other hole.
I don't think he hears you.
Jared, are you there? Okay, well, he's just deeply engrossed in his study of this empty hole. And you guys hear nothing. What's your plan now? You have an oil lamp down there.
I'm gonna pull the rope back up as soon as I feel the thing go loose.
Okay. You can see the oil lamp clearly setting. It's set down there. It looks like the knot just kind of came untied perfectly. But it's setting down there, still burning. You can see it appears that it is in a much larger opening than the small hole that you lowered it down. But you can see at least some rock wall.
Okay.
Like as you lowered it down, it went down a wall the whole way and into what appears to be a larger cavern.
Okay.
I want to just give it a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's. a
That's
good
what
idea.
I'm wondering.
I do
If we
wanna head
shouldn't
down
just
there.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, sit back and watch for a second.
Because
Yeah, I do want to head down there, but I think we should wait. That's a good idea.
yeah, my intuition says that any hostile creature that'd be down there would probably be drawn to light. You know, it would make sense, and is probably going to be careful and quiet and slow about it. To be stealthy, I don't know. I just want to let that happen.
Alright, I'm back.
Heyo.
You're back. Great. Give me an average perception check to see if you can see anything after they lowered the oil lamp down the hole.
One advantage.
Ooh.
It's pretty dark, and it might be your imagination, or maybe just wishful thinking, but you feel like you can almost see a little bit of like it's you don't see any light, but it seems like it might be slightly less dark, possibly. Hard to say for sure, but that's kind of your impression.
So did he see the like as the lamp was going down? Did he see that, or did he not see it from where he was at?
He couldn't see it being lowered,
Okay,
but
cool,
now that it's down there,
perfect,
Hmm.
interesting.
Okay.
So there's probably some kind of a base level connected down there with these like separate cracks coming up from it. It sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Rovi, what's your health like right now?
It's good. I only have one health gone.
Oh, okay. I thought you took a huge chunk in that attack for
No,
some
we're
reason.
not with my. I have 8 soak. I took 9 damage, but 8 soak, so I only lost
Oh,
one
okay.
wound.
he's really hard to kill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty hard to
Well-
hurt. Just those crits get me. But yeah,
Okay. I'm trying to consider what our best options are because my character doesn't really rely on sight as much as your characters do.
Mhm.
Like, he relies on smell a lot. And then also, he has like kind of a minor form of like infrared vision, sort of. Not
Mhm.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if maybe it's a good idea if I climb down there first.
yeah. I was actually planning on like being the person that helped lower people down because I'm going to be kind of hard to pull back up, but I can probably pull all of you guys back up.
The thing, yeah, the thing is, I feel like it would be really prudent if the rope was tied around my waist and
Okay.
you lowered me down, and then I gain my bearings and like
Yeah.
scope it out a little
Yes.
bit before anyone else comes down. That way, if there's just like a sneak, like a ambush on me,
Yeah, we can just pull you up.
you can pull me up.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
yo-yo.
Fishing
should
with
also
dar
consider
bait.
it.
This is exactly what I wanted
I
to do.
love it. Yes.
And it works because Rovi's really
Chumming.
strong.
We're chumming with Dar, basically.
Yeah. Are you going down with an oil lantern, or do you want to take a glowy rock thing?
I think I want to take an oil lantern and very, very specifically have my lightsaber on my belt so that there's no chance that I can fumble and drop it. Because
All right, let's do it.
I do not want to drop it down there.
Obi-Wan would be so proud right now.
Also, I know I'm really thinking this. I really want to think this through. I might have a force power that could help with this. I'm not sure. Does anyone else maybe have a force power that could be useful for this?
I could
I don't think
move
I-
things,
Right.
Yeah, my force
but even
power is
that's
just
at.
awful.
I feel like 100 something feet is kind of a.
Yeah, that'd be at long range.
Yeah, it's pretty
would,
fun.
wouldn't it?
Also, I don't think your rope's gonna get the whole way.
Because I didn't realize it specifically stated how long the ropes are. Let's just say that the rope
It'll
does get all the way.
It
Okay.
does? Okay.
But yeah, like at best, I could like maybe hover a glowing rock above your head.
And then accidentally drop it on him.
I was gonna say I wouldn't say no to that, but I'll say no to the dropping it.
You know, quote like air quotes, accidentally dropped it.
If you want to overthink it, we could do that just to give you like a beacon of like where you're supposed to get back to.
I mean,
You do have another oil lamp at the bottom of the hole too.
yeah,
It's already down.
I don't think it's overthinking it either, because clearly this is an area that could be quite hostile, and we'd be at severe disadvantage. So overthinking it's way better than underthinking it, especially with our track record.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys gonna carve out another glowy rock and have Jetus try to hover it over your head?
If you'd like.
I mean, I don't think it's.
I don't know.
It's a funny idea, but I don't like. Let's not waste a bunch of time with that. Let's
Okay.
let's lower Dar down like a sardine.
Yeah,
Take the
let's
one
we
out
could
of
tie
my
it
bag.
into the rope. We could tie the rock into the rope so it's like 10 feet above his head. So there's
Yeah.
no glow
Yeah,
thing
that'll work.
right above
I've got one in my bag
Perfect.
you can use.
Rovi, go ahead and give me a hard athletics check.
it. Now you're speaking my language.
And can I take as difficult of a check as it has to be to do the most intense perception I can possibly do? Like using my sight, my sense of smell, well, just mainly those two.
Absolutely. Give me a hard perception check. With 2 black die.
Okay, I'm going to remove one just because I have that ability with this
Yep.
dice pool. Okay. 2 disadvantage, but
Okay.
1 success.
So the cavern, as you're being before we determine how you're being, what you see, Rovi, do you drop him? Would you roll?
Right. So with mine, I have that optional white dice. Can I roll that and then choose to use it or not? Is that how that works?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You roll the white die, and then much like with any force power, you choose whether or not you use dark side or light side.
We also have a light side point we could use. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't use it. I will just lower him down.
Right. Not hard. Again, it's strange. As you kind of reach out with the force to try to enhance this, it feels like the cavern, like this open cavern, is somehow moving up, like getting closer to you, and it prompts a fear that you manage to quell. Instead of using to your advantage. Almost like the cavern was coming for you. But with the suffering of 1 strain, you manage to gently lower Dar down the hole. And you see him slowly fade away. No.
I'm gonna pull up
Dar,
my
go
comm
ahead
link.
and... Oh, you rolled that perception
Dar.
check.
Yeah. I'm gonna have my comm link out, by the way.
Okay. You guys haven't used your comm link since you've been on planet, have you?
I don't think so. Ooh, we don't know who could be listening.
Yeah, but you'd make the assumption that they don't have comm links there, right?
I just have this weird feeling that there's one person who's pretending and
Yeah.
has a lot of technology. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels like that.
Wizard of Oz style.
Yes, yeah.
There's some weird Sith person here.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
All right. So as you, what did you get? One success, 2 disadvantage.
Yep.
All right. So as you get lowered down, it's pretty much just a narrow crack in the rock that you're being lowered down until you get maybe 35 feet from the oil lamp, and it opens up into again, you can't see very far because your oil lamp only goes so far, and it's cave walls. There's not a lot of heat that you see in here besides the 2 oil lamps and yourself.
Okay.
But it's definitely a wider cavern. Much larger than the crack that you were lowered down. and you come to rest right next to the oil lamp that you guys lowered down.
Do I smell anything in particular? Apparently, Arcona's smell is really, really acute.
Given the fact that you have 2 setback die, mostly what you smell is like the burning oil from the lamps.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take a second to just calm my nerves because this is a freaky thing that's going on, and I don't necessarily love being surrounded by darkness. Set down my oil lamp on the ground and at my feet, and then say over the comm link in kind of like a mostly quiet voice that so far so good. Give it a couple seconds, and then I think I might grab my lightsaber and light it up just so that I have a bit more light.
Then Dar and only Dar, if you want to clip over to the page Minds of Don't Worry About It.
Oh. Okay. Exciting.
At the top, you will see one of the cells that has an O in it. That is where the oil lamp was set down. Go ahead and place yourself.
Okay. Don't think I have my little special character image anymore, but I can do this, I guess.
That's fine. You can also do initials. That's what I've done before too. But whatever works for you.
Oh.
Just so you know where you are. All right. So that's, and obviously you don't see the rest of the cabin.
Yeah. I just.
You can only see a little ways in front of you.
Okay.
I don't have a way to block the map. So.
I am encouraged in knowing that this isn't just like several football fields of openness immediately. I'm gonna describe, like, obviously I don't have that most light, so I'll describe as best I can what I see, and I presume that I can tell that there's like two tunnels, so to speak. There's one like due
possibly
west.
Go ahead and give me an average perception check. We'll see what you can see.
Okay. Wait a minute. Is that the right dice pool? Perception. Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
Triumphant.
I did not expect that.
Really puts the oomph in trouble.
So as you're looking around this cavern, it's pretty clear to you that there's 2, possibly 3 branches that open up. And you do see lying on the ground what appears to be some form of crystal.
Is it this thing here?
It is that thing there. And as you go and examine it, it is very clearly the crystal that Jedus dropped down there, only it's not glowing. It is white. Like a dull, opaque white.
Ooh.
No light coming from it at all.
There could be any number of reasons why.
As you're looking around, you see that there are other crystals, more so than the cavern above you, growing out of the wall, that are also white and not glowing. And just as you're starting to get a little nervous, you think you see something over here. It's hard to tell if it. In fact, you probably wouldn't have noticed it if it didn't move. But there was a very slight thermal on that wall, little larger than a man, that shifted a little bit.
Okay, so I want to clarify that I would not have untied the rope. And
Yep.
I'm going to point
You
my lit.
specifically said that.
Yeah, I'm going to point my lit lightsaber directly at it in advance about 5 feet, just so I get a little bit better view.
Okay. As you advance, I'll let you continue to use that same perception check. As you advance, and like the rock wall kind of comes into light. At first, you're confused because you expected to like see something there, right? But it just looks like oddly shaped rock wall until it moves towards you. Roll initiative.
Whoa! I'm guessing this is vigilance, right?
This would be vigilance, yes. And I tell you what, I'll even give you a blue die because you like were pretty sure there was something there, and like you're already really on guard.
Right on. Well, that's not terrible. One success.
Terrible.
Advantage.
Hey guys, do you think he's okay down there?
I don't think until we hear something, no news is good news. I say that.
I mean, you definitely heard a lightsaber turn on for sure, though.
Flashlight. He's squeezing a
Yeah, it's
flashlight.
just for light.
I can hear the screams. I'm good. I'm not pulling him up yet.
Dar, do you scream?
Well, I was thinking I might say something over the comm link, but I feel like it's too late to really do anything now. It's initiative, unless I get a reaction, in which case I'll probably like flip the switch on the comm link and say, "Get me out of here!"
I would say if you want to give
the word, I'm
specific
holding.
instructions, if you want to give specific instructions, that's going to have to be on your turn. If you just want to have a little like reactionary, that's totally fine.
Let's go with that. Ah!
Can I hear that?
What?
Okay. Unfortunately for you,
I had a way bigger dice pool than that.
Rovi, go ahead. Since you're involved, since you're the guy on the rope, you roll initiative too.
Oh God.
Don't drop the rope. I'll never get back out. Oh wait, it's tied off. I forgot. It's tied off. He can't drop it. This is highly entertaining. Also reminiscent of the last time I was in the complete darkness in a temple.
Yeah, that kept happening.
Genuinely the most terrified I've ever been when playing a TTRPG, and it was amazing. I was convinced that I was going to be like possessed.
That was absolutely hands down one of the best adventures I ever ran, and I'm so sad we don't have it recorded.
I have the last 2 sessions recorded somewhere.
Well, we should find those because that was fun. All right, Rovi, 1 success, 2 advantage. All right, you do not react fast enough. Okay. Whatever it was that was up against the wall comes at you, Dar, and it's very fast.
Can I? Oh wait. Sorry.
And very low thermal signature, hard to see. It appears as it gets closer, it's definitely vaguely humanoid, but large, like Rovy big.
No.
Uh-oh.
Can I argue that it would have
And-
to dodge my lightsaber since I specifically had it pointed in front of me?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna hurt. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh no.
Bro.
Oh no. What
How
am I
many
fighting? A
ball?
rock golem? I don't even know what this thing is.
It wasn't a rock. It was a rock lobster.
That's how we were going, Jared.
Lobster, rock lobster.
Ding, ding,
Sounds
ding,
like a
ding,
restaurant.
ding, ding, ding.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh no. Oh no!
Oof.
Wait, it has no negative dice?
Oh no, sorry. My bad. I forgot the purple. I knew I was messing up. I was like, that can't be right.
Oh, okay.
Only slightly better.
Jar, does your lightsaber give you any like melee defense or anything?
I'll find out. It has a hilt. I don't know if that means anything. It has linked, breach, and sunder, and I don't remember what any of those mean.
Sunder means every time you hit something with it, it damages that thing.
Oh, okay.
Breach applies to affecting armor, not soak, but armor, like on vehicles.
Then my guess would be I don't have anything defensive.
Okay. Then you are going to take one critical. Oh my gosh. I'm okay. Well, whew. It's gonna be fun, guys.
I'm gonna lose my other
Um,
arm now. I'm gonna have two bionic
Right?
arms.
No. One critical, 12 points of damage with a pierce of 2,
Oh my god.
and a vicious of 2, so you add 20 to whatever you roll on the critical injury chart.
Oh
God.
my goodness. Oh, I did that wrong.
Too many guys to play.
See, every time. Oh, I forgot. I think that's it. 28? That could have been
Okay,
a lot worse.
28. Let me go find my little chart of charts.
Shoot. And then I'm taking an actual. I believe that knocks it down to 8 damage for me. So that could be a lot worse.
So remember, 12 damage with a pierce of 3. So it ignores 3 points of soak.
Oh, it's 3? I thought it was Pierce at 2.
No, vicious of 2.
Oh. So I take 9.
So as 3 sets of claws rake into you,
3?
3 sets of claws rake into you, you receive a discouraging wound. Flip 1 light side destiny point to a dark side destiny point. Reverse of NPC. Alright,
Oh.
so it is now 7 dark side points.
And that's no light side points,
If
right?
this is now
So
my
that's no light
turn,
side.
That's
then I'm
appropriate.
gonna shout to Rovy, "Pull me up now!"
You can do that as like a free incidental if you would also like to attack or move or take other options.
Oh,
It does
I
take
can't.
1 movement to disengage.
When
I
it's
will
his turn.
disengage.
Wait, when
and
it's his turn, we
move.
should just switch turns. We should switch turns, and then I can pull you up, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can do that.
yeah. Let's do that.
This is a good time to do that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull them up.
Roby, give me a hard athletics check.
Cool.
Okay, so 6 success. I'm assuming you want to use that light side of the force.
Yeah.
As you hear his cry, you immediately just like calm washes over you. You go, no, I can solve this. I can fix this. And you just start arm over arm in that rope up, just like you've been training for this your whole life. You are going to suffer 2 strain.
I'm going to real quick. For the light side, I'm going to turn that into 1 advantage to keep my 5 success.
Okay, 1
and
advantage.
Take away 1 of the disadvantage.
Okay, then you only suffer 1 strain.
Okay.
Hey, you.
And you just start hand over handing Dar up. And Dar, you I would say you get we'll say like 20 or 30 feet up. And you can't, aside from the oil lamp, which wait, did you set down both oil? Did you set down your other oil lamp? You did, didn't you?
I did. I set it on the ground and I left it.
Okay, so there are now 2 oil lamps down there that you can sort of see, and as you're being hauled up, you in the glow of the oil lamps that were right there, you kind of get a better look at this creature. And whereas before it looked like its skin blended very, very well in with stone, now it's more of just like a textureless, diffused gray. And it is vaguely humanoid with 3 arms, 2 on the left side, 1 on the right. And it has long, almost bat-like ears coming off of its head and very long, sharp teeth. And it kind of screeches at you as you get, and it grabs for you as Roby yanks you back, and it like screeches as you get away, and it starts moving towards you. At which point, it go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh. So how high off
Average
the ground
perception.
Am I 30 feet up? You said?
Yeah, you're 30 feet off the ground. You're almost to the ceiling. You pretty much are to the ceiling of this larger cavern.
Oh, okay. Dude, the suspense is intense.
It appears to not like the light very much. It does not like going into the bright glow of the 2 oil lamps.
Oh.
For some reason. Or it appears hesitant to. Like, it does follow you in and then immediately retreats back out. It does not seem to like the fire at all.
I think I know what happened to these crystals. But, gosh. Ugh. Clearly we need to fight this thing with fire.
Yep. Specifically, like, explosives if we can.
I'm gonna sheath my lightsaber and hold on to the rope because my life depends on it until I get to the top. And when I get at the top, I'm gonna crawl away from the hole with my back up against the cave wall just take some deep breaths and just like really just think about what just happened and what that creature was and just how close I was to death. And then tell my team members that whatever is taking these miners is no joke. It is beyond any of us. But together, I think we could kill it. I don't know if there's more than one.
That's terrifying.
But I know that the cave goes on further. I don't know how far, I don't know how big. And it also has some form of camouflage. It seems like it has a form of camouflage. So you can't rely on seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, it really didn't show itself until I added more light to the room by lighting my lightsaber and moving around.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an ambush predator, I think. That or it was just the situation.
Are we safe having this conversation here?
I don't know. I don't even know if it could climb for all I know.
Well,
could climb
it must
under.
have
you?
if it's taken the miners.
I assume
Well,
it saw you then.
It didn't
I
like
guess,
the
yeah,
light.
you took a shot at it.
It didn't like the light. So if we
Okay.
can keep light around us, it won't come to us. So all of a sudden my head is now like, I got all these ideas like, oh, we should find a room and spend a whole week making makeshift oil lanterns that we can all set off with one match or something, like lure it into that room and then light everything up, and now it's at for in D&D terms it's at disadvantage for everything, and then we just hack and slash until it's dead.
I think that now would be a good time to go back up top, let them know what we found, and be like, "Hey guys,
We need some supplies."
we know what it is now, and it's nasty. You guys got anything that we could use to like bomb it?" Like,
Also, I want to tell
anything
them what
we
it
use to make
looked like,
napalm?
because maybe they
What's
have
that?
some. I want to tell them what I saw, because maybe they have
Yeah,
some
for
sort
sure.
of like ancient mythology about some sort of
Ooh,
strange
I like that
creature.
idea.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And like maybe they actually have a written history of creatures like this, and they know of a
Mhm.
weakness other than the light, and that
Yeah.
maybe we can get their help with supplies and like maybe get some extra hands and really like outfit this place to just full on assault on this 3-armed rock golem thing.
Right.
I like your energy.
Let's do it.
We can slash a couple Minox on our way out.
That I had chills in real life thinking about this as you were describing it.
Well, good. I'm glad I made it fun. All right. So you guys are still in the upper mines, right around the X31,
I want to
32,
get out of here as soon
Y32.
as possible.
Okay. So what are you guys? So if you guys are bailing as soon as possible, what, if anything, are you taking with you or doing before you leave?
I'm not doing anything. I'm assuming we're gonna be back down.
I'm
Let's
firing my
go.
laser into the whole one time.
Right. Don't do that. Don't do that. I think we should just get on out. Like, especially if it saw you. I think we're probably already on borrowed time now.
I agree, and we should definitely watch our retreat.
If it doesn't like
Right.
fire, it doesn't like lasers.
Like, who knows?
Let's
It could
bring
come
the-
up through that bigger opening behind us.
Either way, let's bring the lanterns with us. We're gonna want
Mhm.
those. And also, we shouldn't be we should from now on be operating in this place where we need a light on us at all time, at least to be able to see
Absolutely.
this thing. You know, like it seems like it doesn't like light, and we should be able to at least try to see it. So, say new rule: nobody goes down there without a freaking light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So
And
you said you guys are going to take some of the lanterns.
Yeah, I would say we take as many as we can carry back up to the top, so whoever's going back down can bring a lantern with them.
Oh dear. But if we do that, then we leave this place in darkness. Well, I guess it was already kind of petering out, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like we can just take one for each of us. If there's more lamps around, then that's fine. But I feel like we should hold on to these lamps at the very least.
I
Like
think
There
we're
are five-
we picked up 4. We left 2 down there. We've got 2. We probably need to take 2 with us. Just don't separate.
Yeah, that's true. We'll stick together. One in the front, one in the back.
we're also talking about a mining company here that has equipment. So once we get up top, we could for sure stock up on things because we're doing this. We're being contracted by them, so it's not unreasonable to expect that we can use their equipment.
For sure. Yeah. And they should have lamps. Clearly, they have some. They should have more.
Yeah.
Gosh. I
All
have a
right.
vivid image in my head of what you described, and it's really quite terrifying looking in my head.
Good. That was the idea. That was the goal. Good job. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was really good. Now I can,
All
I
right.
can never do that in my campaign because it'll be completely obvious what's going to happen. Oh wow, that was cool. I enjoyed that.
That was very good.
You guys gather up a couple more oil lanterns and head back up. The mechanism for the lift does require, like going up at least, does require someone to crank it.
I'll
It
do
doesn't
that.
appear to be like particularly arduous. So, but it does, as opposed to going down where you can just kind of coast, you do have to crank to go up.
I can do that. I got
Which
a
means
pretty
it goes
decent brawn.
much slower.
I got a brawn of 4, so
Awful brawn.
I should be able to handle it. I think. If you guys want to be the lantern holders and lightsaber glow stick holders,
I got you on a lantern,
Okay. Just
and I'll hold one at the door so we can see anything, like if it come through. You know what I mean?
watch my back, and I will put that adrenaline rush to good use.
There you go. I got you, boo.
If anyone, I'm the most motivated to get out of there.
Right. All right. As you guys head up the lift and you get to that open middle cavern, you do hear the sound of a few of the cave Minox flapping around, but none of them approach you.
Okay.
They've learned their lesson.
I was thinking he was going to say that you hear the screech of the monster coming from down the tunnel.
Right. That's what I was waiting for.
Ah!
Nope, you don't hear the screech of the monster. All right. You go to the second picture. You guys are on the lift. What are you just gonna walk out there?
Let's
You
see.
say that so ominously. Yeah, we're gonna go back and
Yep.
talk to the dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Let's
gonna-
disguise our technology first. Or not disguise,
right.
but
Put
hide
everything
it.
up. Put everything up.
Alrighty. As you walk out, you hear somebody like, "Ah!" and like they fire off one of the ballistas, but like it goes way wide and like misses you. And one of the other guys just leans over and like cuffs him on the back of the head. He's like, "We knew they were going to be coming out, dumbass." You come out now, and it is early morning. You guys have been down there for quite a while exploring. It's early morning, and once you come out, one of the guards says that he's going to go get the foreman, and runs off through the gates.
I'm gonna go find like
Mhm.
the nearest warm place possible because with my Arcana blood, I have been just basically like freezing my fingers off down there, and I'm like, I'm exhausted, I'm frightened and I'm freezing.
There is what appears to be like a campfire over in what is that going to be, like I-15, where there's a couple of other guys sitting, like someone's cooking breakfast and handing out food.
I gotta like sit down and like help myself to a meal, pop an ammonia supplement, and be just like, whoa, what a day. Ugh.
All of the people there, they're not miners, they're definitely like the guards. And there's not a bunch of them, maybe 6 or 7. They all seem to have iron swords, and some like rudimentary like leather and iron armor, like not particularly high quality. And they are all questioning you guys. They all very clearly want to know, like, Dar, you look like you've seen some shit, and they want to know what you've seen. About the time you get settled in and like get a bowl of breakfast porridge, the foreman comes up and says, "So, what did you discover in the mines?"
It's
For those of you that forget that the foreman is human. He's also one of the only people besides the guards that has seen your guys' face and is prepared for the fact that most of you look like monsters or beasts.
I'm gonna ask for drawing materials, and I'm going to sketch for them the best possible sketch I could give, and then also describe what it sounded like, how it blended into the wall, show them the wound from the claws, and like, this thing's no joke. I think I might be the only person who's gone into this mine, seen that thing within 5 feet of me, and made it back out.
I want to specifically ask him about any like dealings down on that bottom level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, and then I'm gonna also give just a tiny bit of context on like what I saw cave-wise, where the monster was, and just to ask if they've been there before, if he knows what I'm talking about.
Go ahead and give me a... I don't know, what check do you want to use to draw? Coordination or xenology?
Let's see. Coordination.
All right, go ahead and give me an average coordination.
Okay. Okay.
Your drawing is pretty decent. You didn't get like the most detailed of looks at it, but yeah, pretty decent. Pretty decent rendering. The foreman says, "Well, we hadn't explored the deeper caverns there. We had just kind of made our way to some of the big entrances. We were just starting to survey that new opening that we broke through when the disappearances started happening. So we didn't examine further. But I've never personally seen anything like that, but the 3 arms is strange. That has to be a demon. Only things I've ever heard of having weird non-symmetric. It didn't have 4 arms and one of them got cut off, right?
As far as we know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that must be a demon.
Yeah.
Demon in the mines. We're gonna have to.
Any like old legends or anything? We're from the other side of the mountain, so we don't know much about this. area now. I know, like, are there any like old stories that can give us any more information about this? Even if it's like it's passed down. If anyone, have any legends they can share?
Do you not have demons on the other side of the mountains?
Not
I've
ones that look
never
like
seen
that.
them.
No,
I don't know.
Well,
not like this. Not this kind of demon.
count yourself fortunate then. I've never seen or heard of this specifically, but demons do show up from time to time. They don't all look the same, like most creatures. But evil, pure evil. Usually very scary looking, almost always very scary looking. Sometimes they look like people, and then as you start to look at them more, you realize that things are wrong, and they're
That's
not
what
people.
happened.
But mostly they just look scary, asymmetrical. That usually that's a good indicator of a demon. Most things in nature, symmetrical or at least pretty close. Birds, 2 wings, 2 legs, 2 eyes. Demons, they're not part of nature. They don't follow the same rules.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
He's going to call one of the guards over, and I need you to send a runner as fast as you can to the adamantium tower. We need a paladin to deal with this. We're not equipped. We're miners. We can't fight demons. Not in the mines.
What is this paladin? What does he have that can defeat this demon?
Paladins? Ugh. Paladins are the best. They're only the best of us ever get invited to join the ranks of the paladins. They're covered in armor that can't be hurt, can't be destroyed, indestructible armor. They wield weapons that burn as hot as the sun. They can kill anything.
Interesting.
Would this paladin allow us to assist him, or does he work alone? 'Cause I very much want to kill this thing.
It depends. Sometimes they work alone. Sometimes they work in groups. And sometimes they will fight alongside people, but they don't choose sides in wars, as you understand.
Yes.
And you can tell from the way he's talking that like paladins are very much revered around here. They are the symbol of all that is good and right.
So we're wizards and we're Jedi, but what are paladins? I wonder what a paladin is.
A Jedi.
A battle trained Jedi but wearing armor? Maybe he's wearing Beskar. Maybe it's
A facsimile.
maybe it's a like a Mandalorian or a commando, clone commando or something like that. Oh, I bet you it could be a clone. But what kind of weapon would he have? I don't know. I must meet this paladin.
Well, I would be careful. You you'd be mistaken for a demon if somebody didn't talk to you. So the paladins, they're good people. They're good people, but you might want to announce your intentions immediately. They exist to stamp out the demons and protect people. So I would just be careful. Their judgment is swift and final.
Okay.
You said you wanna fight it, this demon. You think you can? I mean, there are stories. Soldiers have killed them before. They're not unkillable, but usually very dangerous.
Well,
Some of them,
already
their skin alone could turn a sword.
I've observed one weakness firsthand, and I plan to exploit it.
What weakness is this? What makes the demon weak?
It does not like light. It wants to stay in the darkness.
Interesting. And it would make sense it's deep down a cavern somewhere.
Yeah, so you're all safe up here. But if you go anywhere where it's dark, it could be lurking. Who's to say how many are down there, too? We don't want this paladin to go in there and be outnumbered.
Well, if you think you can kill it, then please do. A paladin. I mean, it'll be a week and a half, maybe 2, just to get to the tower. Then, I mean, week back if they rush, maybe sooner. I'd like to get, just because it's staying down there now doesn't mean that it'll stay down there forever. If you want to go after it, we'll give you anything you need, anything we can to help you go after it. But you can take care of it before the paladin gets here. That'd be good. We got a lot of people here not working, and I'm worried they're either going to leave or this thing's going to get hungry and come up and kill us all.
Well, we need a plan, we need equipment, and we need I think we need that paladin as reinforcement.
Do we have 3 weeks to kill here waiting for that?
I would like to let the foreman or boss, mine boss, let him know that I need to consult privately with my companions and to figure out what steps to take, and that we'll speak with him soon.
Yes, absolutely. I have some business to be about. I'll review our stocks and see what we can do. At a minimum, we should have plenty of oil for the lanterns. We pulled out most of our supply on the way up. Weren't sure when we were going back down there, so we should have several barrels of oil of lamp oil. It's
Okay.
Perfect.
come out of our coffers, but
Well,
don't think about using it. Don't think twice about using it. We can't do anything if there's a demon running around. And
believe me, it's going to come in handy. That lamp oil is going to be very, very useful. So,
I'm sure we can think of some other things as well that
It
maybe
won't
we
be-
could contribute.
It won't be used in vain, but yes.
Well, if you can think of anything, if you mean to go after it, you'll have our full support. I'll ask around for volunteers that might be willing to go down and help out. I doubt anyone's going to be willing to fight, and maybe not even assist. Demons are, well, they're beyond normal folk like us. Even powerful wizards sometimes are afraid of demons.
Wait,
We'll
wizards? You know of wizards?
yes, wizards. You are wizards, correct? You introduce yourself as wizards?
Yeah, you know of more?
Yes.
Well, I think I know what we need to spend our time doing.
I mean, there are, not here, but like, yeah, around. I've been to Fume, been to Vossport. I've seen wizards. I've heard stories.
Well, I don't know if we can get there and back in time.
No.
I,
I don't think so either.
I think we
I
should.
think that's a next game thing.
Yeah. Are we in our little sidebar?
He's gonna. I would say before he leaves you to your sidebar, he does pull out a bag of, and it sounds like there's like gold coins in there, metal coins in there, and he says, "Well, as agreed, thank you for determining the nature of our trouble, and if you mean to stay and kill it, I'll have another bag that size at least. If you come back up with it dead."
That is
And-
most
and-
generous.
Somebody give me a perception. Somebody give me an easy perception check.
All you, Dar.
Okay. Sorry if I've been dominating. This has really caught my interest.
No, you're good. You have good perception. So yeah. One more thing I want to ask him real quick is, hey, do you guys have any lamps that are bigger than this? Like, what's your biggest lamp that you have?
Wow. Okay.
Dang. He knows all.
Yeah.
Oh my
Based on like the reactions of the people around you, the other like the guards, this is a substantial sum of money. This is a generous sum of money that he's offering you, that he's given you, and he's offering you at least as much. Like, apparently, everybody takes these demon things real damn serious.
Well, I could see why it could destroy a whole town at nightfall.
Oh, easily.
Oh, when we do get to our little sidebar,
And yeah, you can sidebar now. He walks off and kind of motions some of the guards. They give you privacy.
Before he walks off, can I just ask him real quick what their biggest lantern is? Do you guys have any lanterns that are bigger than this? Or is it possible to make a big lantern?
I would say off the top of my head, I don't think we have any lanterns, but I have seen people just stick rope in a barrel of oil. That makes a pretty big lantern.
Okay.
We
If
could
you
do
have
that.
any
I'll ask around. I'll see if anybody has any larger lanterns.
Awesome. Thank you.
And he's gonna march off like he's very serious. He is highly focused and invested in the solving of this issue.
man, I
All right, now you guys have your sidebar.
if I had some sort of like mage light, that would be something. And I thought maybe that might be under altar, but no, it's the wrong. That if it exists, that's the wrong force tree. Does anyone have anything that can create light? Force related.
Not force related, no.
I don't think so, no.
I don't know if there is a force power,
Mm-mm.
a cannon force power that does.
No idea. No idea. I was just curious. We absolutely need to use a trap. I don't think hand-to-hand combat is possible with something that can just wipe out 75% of my health in one hit.
Can't we just like meet these paladins first?
Aren't they kind of a ways off?
Yeah, that was like a 3-week turnaround for that guy to get here.
Right.
I mean,
we
that's
got-
true.
We'll send a runner, but we can do stuff in the meantime.
Yeah.
Well,
To me, it sounds like an oil slick that we can light off on it.
Okay, I'm basically thinking, how do we make napalm? Like,
Exactly. What's it called? The car bombs?
think full
right?
gear.
Yeah, or like a Molotov. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I throw-
No, that's exactly. So my first thought is that we lower down just a big freaking light to try to illuminate as much area as possible. So hopefully, like, we can see what we're landing in, and like maybe scare the thing away, so we at least have a zone to like land, right?
Here's
And then we burn it with fire somehow.
here's my concern.
Those are my two thoughts.
In between this top level and the bottom landing, there is a massively dark area that there is no light. And then down at that landing are oil flasks that are on the last bit of oil. They are going to be burned out by the time we get down there. Which means there is complete darkness from that creature all the way up to this top floor. So we won't be able
Right.
to see Jack,
Mhm.
and it has camouflage.
Right.
Well, we gotta take light down with us.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I just mean it could be anywhere.
It could be. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So we'll have to assume that like our last, like it's probably down where it was before, but we should expect an ambush at any point, basically. So yeah, whatever our
But how-
plan is to kill it, it needs to be
Oh.
able to be something that works in an ambush setting. Like if we get jumped, because yeah, it seems very likely that we could get jumped.
It'd be amazing if we had like a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Can't
sure
we
would.
do that with if we made some like of the fire arrows? I mean, it's not really a flamethrower, but essentially like
It'd be better than nothing.
Those are good.
right. We could make a flamethrower.
Well, that's
That's
kind of
easy.
what I'm thinking. Like,
Yeah.
gee, well, who knows? Maybe the paladin has some sort of fire thing. I don't know. That would be really useful, but
I think the
We have
Molotovs
that-
are an excellent idea, to be honest. Like, just having a jar. I'm sure they have jars. We get a jar, a little piece of rope. We dip the rope in the jar that's full of the oil.
Or a rag. I mean, they make a good bit of light too.
Roby,
Exactly,
you
yeah,
have
so
a fusion
we just need
lantern.
something to light that with. What's that?
You have a fusion lantern, right?
I mean, honestly, we'd have.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know about that. Honestly, the lightsaber should be able to light some fire. I mean, you
Well,
could smoke a cigarette by putting the stovetop. So
Yeah. Also, we could light it with our lanterns that we're burning.
that too, right? Other
But-
fire, but yeah.
We have that fusion lantern, which would be a better source of light than the
Do
Why
we
would-
oil
want
lantern.
to show that to the people, though? Also, that's back
Yeah,
on the
why
ship.
do we have a fusion lantern? What?
It's on
I
the
thought we
ship.
left
Oh.
everything behind.
I thought it was a little portable one.
Nope.
Oh, I thought it stayed on the ship.
Oh, okay. Never mind that.
Yeah, you guys, besides your lightsabers, I think you guys, I mean, you're
We have
wearing local
every-
clothing. Oh
Right.
my gosh, I forgot about your clothing. If you guys are wearing your local clothing, you're going to need to reduce your soak from your armor.
Oh crap! Yeah.
I ended up not doing local clothing. I did heavy clothing with a cloak over top to try to disguise.
That's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Something similar. All right, guys.
Yeah.
I tried to get local clothing and everybody got mad at me.
Well, we'll have 2 real weeks
I
to
say-
think about it.
Right. I think we think about it, and the next game we try to make a flamethrower because I mean, honestly, like I think we have enough different stuff to help us out.
We could even
Like-
just have a flaming bucket, like a bucket trap, and it just pours flaming oil on it when it crosses the threshold.
Exactly. And remember, at some point, y'all like we have the Force for Jedi, so
I think you mean wizards.
same. Yeah.
Um,
Exactly. You're right. But yeah, we're superheroes. We don't need equipment.
So at some point, you guys don't have to interrupt your sidebar. I just want to have this information before the end of the session. The foreman does come back and introduce you to a number of people. One of which he introduces as an engineer, who's apparently responsible for designing the lift and a lot of the equipment that they build. There's a couple of cranes and stuff that you've seen in here. All of that mechanical stuff he is responsible for, including the ballistas. So he says he's at your disposal if you need equipment. And there will be a couple of volunteers that are willing to go down and help you logistically, and a couple of guards that are willing to go down and help guard them. But they want to make it very clear that they are not fighting a demon. And if a demon gets you, they are retreating to the lift and leaving you down there. So make of that what you will.
That makes sense. All right, y'all, I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know it's late. All right, guys. Well, hopefully everybody had a good session.
Yeah, it was great.
Fantastic
I had a
session.
great time.
And I'm excited for next time.
That was
Yeah,
Good. I'm glad.
that had me on the edge of my seat.